Hello and welcome back to the Claudinho F1 channel. Today we are here back for another round of WRL, and today we are here at the historic track of Silverstone in Great Britain. I'm your host Claude, or Jack as you want to call me, and today we'll be here commentating for WRL. So we're currently in a qualifying. It looks like a very wet Silverstone today, and still got a couple of people on it. Yeah, so we're here for Stir Crazy, and very much looking forward to another round of racing. We've got a yellow flag. Oh, looks like there's a couple of cars off. Oh my days, what is happening there? There's a Renault, there's McLaren off on the side of the track, just going into sector 2. That is interesting to see. And we'll go on board here. What has happened? Okay, so Crossfire looks like he's on the... Oh, let's just go on board. So everyone's on the intermediates, first of all. Let's have a look at Daniel Chalawatse as we'll go on board with him now. He's going into Maggots and Beckett's now, so we'll see what happens there. He's going very, very slow, so I think this might just be a... I don't know what this is, but Copa de Cabana does a 136.2 just there, and so it looks like the rest who have set laps are a couple of seconds off of Copa de Cabana there. Looks like Marine, Crossfire, God and Kyla in the pits, but just want to go just tell you what's the state of play in WRL at the moment for season 3. Currently Marine is leading the championship in the Renault, and Daniel Chalawatse in second in the... do you believe he is... don't know where he is. It looks like he's in a Red Bull at the moment. Don't know whether he's a reserve or not, but Mark Kenya in third, Spicy Llama in fourth, and Merlot in fifth. But it looks like Cornflakes here. I'm not too sure who he is, but he goes across the line for a 136, and he actually goes fastest actually, so fair play to him. We'll go on board here with... well, I'll go on board with Marine. He's on his out lap at the moment. And actually, you know what? We'll go on board with Daniel Chalawatse instead. He looks like he's going through Mackins and Beckett's now. Looks like he took a bit of time off there, going in or coming out of sector 1 there. So interesting enough. Looks like he's really struggling with the grip of the tyres, and it looks like Crossfire's left the session. But somebody's gone purple in sector 1, I do believe. So wonder who that is, but it's absolutely lashing it down here in Silverstone. So just Daniel Chalawatse coming through here the last couple of corners, and we'll wait and see what he can do. He does a 130. I think that was an invalidation. That was an invalidation there, just on the final last turn, and Luke Flano going into the pits there. Mark Kenya coming out. So I don't know whether the weather will clear up. It looks very grey. I'm looking there at the pit now. There's just a little bit of a hole of light there. I'm on board here with Kyle, who's in the Williams, and looks like he's just coming around to finish his lap now any second. He's actually backed off, I think, from that lap, so we'll wait and see what... is it going to get drier weather? I have no clue, I'm going to be honest, but we'll wait and see what happens there. Looks like Struggle God's racing here in the racing point, that's interesting to see. He hasn't raced in a while, I don't think, in WRL. I don't really see him race too often, so... Spicy Llama here in Sector 1 will go on board with him. Looks like a lot of people are struggling to set laps. Only 7 people out of 15 setting laps at the moment. I don't know whether the track conditions are getting worse or not. So we'll wait and see what happens regarding that. Still does look pretty great though, I do have to say. We're on board here with Spicy Llama and McLaren. Spicy Llama currently in 4th, and he's hoping to probably get some more points. Obviously, every driver's looking to get points. Obviously, look at just the tire. Or sorry, not the tire. The weather conditions look very, very bad. I've got all people I've seen so far slipping throughout this qualifying session. Again, there's a little slip there from Spicy Llama. Not going to affect this time, I don't think, but he's coming through kind of the last kind of turns now, and it looks like he's kind of backed off there. And actually, no, he didn't. Well, he actually goes into 3rd place now, so that's actually not too bad. And looks like he pulls to the side. Copacabana coming out now for an out lap. He's on fresh intermediates. See what he can do. We'll go on board with him now. And I backed off of Copacabana there for a second. Apologies, but he looks like he's coming through now. Very nice through there. Ooh, goes a bit wide there, but. And he does catch a bit of curb there. So far, Cornflakes with a 1:36 flat is the time to beat. I wonder if anyone else will beat that. Marco Kenya goes 3rd. Oh, very close time there. Look at that, 0.003 difference between them two. But let's see if Copacabana can beat. It looks like there's a yellow flag there also for Williams. Interesting enough. Ooh. I don't know what happened there. I saw an AlphaTauri go through the Williams there. And but let's go on board here with just Copacabana here. He's through Maggots and Beckett's now. Ooh, catches a bit of grass there. As, and there's a yellow flag in this sector. I wonder if this is McLaren. The McLaren going very slow. It does look like that way. And actually, Copacabana going into the pits. Mike Kenya not improving on his time. Let's go on board with Luke Flano, who's in Sector 2 at the moment. Currently, Luke is in. Find this. He actually has not scored any points, I don't think. Oh no, he has. He's scored 4. He's currently in P12 in the driver's standings. So he's going through Maggins and Beckett's there, and he gets a lot of grass. So people are really struggling there with the exit of Maggins and Beckett. A lot of people I'm seeing so far are catching a lot of grass there. Funny enough, and we're about 5 minutes to go in to this quali session, and ooh, but Marine's here in Sector 3 now, and he is currently, there's a yellow flag also. This looks like for an not an AlphaTauri, but Marine goes P5, and I'm sorry, did he stick in P5? I'm not too sure. But Cornflakes surprisingly in P4 at the moment, so he's not doing too bad at all. And who am I looking here for now? Luke Flano here doing his lap. I don't know whether he's on a lap or not. Looks like he's using, oh, he absolutely spills that going onto the tarmac there. And Daniel Chalawase seems to be on an out lap. Kylis here going into Maggots and Beckett's now. We'll wait and see what he can do. What 12.7 going into sector 3 now. And he's actually going to the pits. So a lot of drivers not setting up there. We've only got 10 drivers out of the 15. So we're still waiting on Crossfire, Struggle God, Kailis, Duzok, and Cryptic to set a lap. Marine, it looks like Cornflakes with about 3 minutes to go. It is the lap to beat 136. Market and you're very close to guessing that. 0.03 off that time. Very, very close indeed. Finest of margins indeed. We have Copacabana with 2/10, Carniflix with 5/10, and then Marine actually going slower than Carniflix. Daniel Chalawase 21 seconds, so I don't know what is happening there, but we'll go on board here with Daniel Chalawase. And is he going into the pit? No, he's kind of warming up those tyres there. He kind of looks like he's faking going into the pits there, swerving to the right there, but less than 3 minutes to go, 3.12 seconds as I say. And here we go, he's on his lap now, and looks very nice and tidy so far. And Carniflix nearly gets in the way of him there. Oh, goes over a bit of curb there. Not an invalidation though, so. And he's still using that ERS, so I don't think that was. Yeah, I don't think that was a invalidation, but and it looks like he's actually backing off. I think, yeah, he's backing off. So Daniel Chalawate still yet to settle up. A lot of people struggling with these conditions. Funny enough, because we're not even on wet tyres yet, and it doesn't. I don't know. It's really hard to see here. It doesn't really look like it's lashing rain, and it looks like it's a bit spissing, I would say, but not definitely lashing. Let's have a look here. We'll go on board with Porsche Dude. I've been really impressed with him so far. He's gone into the. Oh, again, drivers seem to really going to be faking that pit entry. I don't know why. But we'll go on board here with Porsche. He's in the Alfa Romeo, currently P7 in the driver's standings as he does his lap, and any changes. Oh, and he absolutely spins off the track there. That's an invalidation. So unlucky there from Porsche Dude. And I think that actually might be his qualifying session over. That'll be. And Spicy Llama goes into P4. He is at 2/10 off. So Cornflakes really, he's in provisional pole here. 1 minute to go. Marine here going on his out lap now, and actually Duzok goes fastest with a 1:35.7. So that's interesting enough to see. So Cornflakes' provisional pole gets taken off him. Currently it's Duzok in the Haas. Duzok currently P11 in the driver's standings. So this will be massive for his driver's championship if he can get that pole position and obviously stick within, you know. Oh, and he's actually, think that's enough. Yeah, there's still 25 seconds to go now. So wait and see what Marine can do. Currently in P7, currently 8/10 off pole position. So wait and see what can do there. There's a yellow flag there. I think that's Duzok's retirement. And Mark Kenya goes fastest with a 1:35.5. That's 1/10 off Duzok's time. Yeah, he's beating Duzok's time by 1/10. So not bad at all. Porsche Dude retiring there. Very unlucky qualifying session there from what we saw from his onboard. Carniflix got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Porsche Dude. So I don't know whether that was a collision between him and Carniflix and Porsche Dude. But that is interesting enough to see. That's actually a bit of a blow there for Carniflix. He did have a good quality session. Daniel Chalawate goes second place for just 1/10 off Michael Kenya's time. Moraine currently here in Sector 2, so we'll wait and see what he can do. And he's going through Markets and Beckett's now. Ooh, gets a bit of curb there. Don't think there's any invalidation. Looks like a AlphaTauri there is going very slow through Sector 1. And looks like Copacabana actually takes Daniel Chalawate's P2. He goes into second place, and Moraine coming here to the last stages of his lap. We'll wait and see what he can do, as he does a 1:35.8. I don't know where that put him. I think it was P2. No, P5 actually. That's a bit off. But anyway, I think that was Mark Kenya is your pole getter. He beats the two senior Red Bull team members of Copacabana and Daniel Chalawate. Duzo comes P4 in the Haas. Moraine comes P5. Cornflakes does a P6. Spicy Lamb comes P7. Cornflakes also, that's another big story in qualifying. He's got a grip penalty, 5 position penalty. Puccidu comes P9, very unlucky qualifying from him. Luke Flano P10. Colin P11. No time from Crossfire, Strugod, Kylis, or a Cryptic. So we'll wait and see what happens in the race. But and it looks like the weather's dried up there a bit. Still looks grey, just a tiny bit. But we'll wait and see what happens in the race. As I'm actually gonna go and get a drink. These load up. So it's 26 laps around this historic track. Sorry, my bad. 26 laps around Silverstone, this historic track. First ever F1 race to be held here, way back in I think the 1950s or so. But I'll go through the grid here for today's race. Mark Kenya in P1, Copacabana P2. Daniel Chalawase P3, Duzo P4, P5 Moraine, P6 Cornflakes, P7 Spicy Llama, P8 Porchy Dude, P9 Luke Flano, P10 Colin, P11 Crossfire, P12 Struggle God, P13 Cornflakes, P14 Kylis, P15 Cryptic. So that is your grid for today's race, and Mark Kenya, the pole guesser. So let's just wait until we get the grid into their positioning. A lot of them warming up the tyres. That's one thing they could actually add in the F1 2021 game coming out in a couple of months' time, like a weather kind of like forecast type thing for like the spectator modes, just so like, I don't know, fellow commentators can see what the weather is like. There's the pit stop strategy, soft to mediums or soft to hards. Looks like a very basic strategy. I'm sure there will be safety cars coming out. So Mark Kenya, your pole guesser, followed by Copacabana, Daniel Chalawatse. Those are your top three, all Honda engines. Looks like Strugot's the only person on the hards. So here we go. Slight out and away we go for the Great Britain Grand Prix. And looks like Mark Kenya's got a clean guess away just there. Oh, looks like one of the Renaults and Marine just going a bit wide there. Looks like he's on the... Oh, what is happening here? Looks like Mark Kenya's got a very good solid start there. Marine making the move on Daniel Chalawatse. Very nice move indeed, and he goes into P3. Duzak making the move on Daniel Chalawatse, possibly. No, Daniel Chalawatse. Daniel Chalawatse and Duzak go absolutely wide there. Incredible there. Oh, and a couple of people going off into the gravel there actually. Daniel Chalawatse, you think, going off into the gravel. Or maybe not. Looks like it was... Actually, it was Daniel Chalawatse. He's down to P11 at the moment. As we go through Maggots and Beckett's here. Mark Kenya's got a very solid start indeed. Cryptic makes the move on Kailis. Going to be a lot of shenanigans within the first couple of laps here. Daniel Chalawatse is beginning to regain all his positioning, I must say, and we're having this glitch again. Cody's really do need to fix this. It's really not cool, but let's wait and see what happens here. Or is actually Copacabana actually in P1? No, he's seconds behind Mark Kenya, so I don't really know where we're at the moment. It's showing that blue flags on the system, and look at this glitch we're having at the moment. Ryan looks like he's kind of preparing to do a move on. Actually, to be fair, all the three cars are very close towards each other. Look at this, bit of space there between Marine and Duzalk. Daniel Chalawatse starting to put foot on the pedal, and he's overtaken Luke Flano there. So Cornflakes also to do a move on Luke Flano. But Copacabana here getting very close towards Mark Kenya. Ooh, getting very close indeed, I must say. We'll see if you can get him down here on this straight. Look at this. Marine setting the fastest lap. Duzak setting the fastest lap. There's a yellow flag somewhere. Looks like Struggle God has been spun out. I don't know what happened there. Marine makes the move on Copacabana actually. Yellow flag sector 1, and that's Cryptic out of the race. And that is going to be a safety car also. Wow. So one of the Renaults going out of there. That is our first safety car. We are in 3 laps in. I told you there's going to be shenanigans in this race, and certainly lived up to that. So only a couple laps in, got our first safety car. I wonder if some of the lads are going to come in and switch compounds. We'll wait and see about that. That's given Kylis and Struggle a bit of a lifeline. You have to say. Actually, Kyle actually went in for a fresh pair of mediums. So and it looks like Marine, Marca Kenya, all going into the pits. Looks like Portugal is going to take the lead of this race for now. Actually, both Alfa Romeos are going to take the 1-2 mediums, so the tyres won't be degraded as those softs. But looks like we got a couple. We got Mike Kenya, Marine, all basically all the lead, all the kind of front pack there. Daniel Chalawatte sticking out though on those softs. I think he did spin earlier on in the race, but we'll wait and see what happens regarding these lads who've pitted, whether that strategy will work out. But Portugal currently P1, followed by his teammate Cornflakes. So Spicy Llama and Luke Flainer have got penalties also. I don't know what that is regarding, but that's not going to certainly help out in the end. Capita Cabana gets a 5-second for ignoring yellow flags also, so that's not going to help him also. Daniel Chalawatte still got that green arrow there. I wonder if that's a glitch. Cornflakes also up into P3. He sticks out on the softs. So does Crossfire. Mark Kelly going on to hards. Moran going on to hards. Wonder if these lads are going to try and stick it out for the rest of the race. Could possibly do it. Some of the lads going on for safer best with the mediums. Probably going to go and piss again. We're having this glitch again. Or actually, I wonder if that's actually true. We'll have a look. Cornflakes and P3. Is Cornflakes spun? No, Cornflakes is actually pitted. That's funny enough. I don't know why he didn't do that under the first safety car, but anyway, and that puts him way down at the end. So that's not a good strategy at all. I don't know what was going through his mind there, but he goes on to another pair of hards, and as we're gonna get in our co-commentator here, and it looks like it's gonna be my calf's pedos. So this, Jesus, hello. What do you think of the race so far, Pinos? Is it good or bad? You don't know? Okay. And he's gone. He's not really a fan favourite of me, but as he actually did give me a cut there on my finger, well, I am fine. No animals were harmed in the making of this commentary, but this safety car is still out. It's been out for probably about 2 laps now. On lap 5 now. Safety car is in this lap. Portugal will be leading us away. He did not go in under the safety car, so did Cardiff, so didn't Cornflakes and Crossfire, and Chalawatte also didn't. And there goes the safety car. It is, or is that a Renault? I'm very confused there. Yes, the safety car has actually got in. And here we go, as Portugal gets us underway. Green flags are a go, and we are back racing. So let's see what happens here. Marine is out of this race. Wow. I don't know what's happened there. That's a sector 3 yellow flag. We'll get him in. I'll try and get him in for an interview here. And that's a sector 3 yellow flag. I wonder if that's a virtual safety car. But actually, I think the lads are... And Marine has crashed out of this race. I don't know what happened there. I'm trying... Try and get him in for here. I don't know what happened there, but I wonder if you can just get a text speech. Yeah. And Kyle's there got a 3-second time penalty for ignoring something. I don't know what that's all about, but Portugal's still in the lead. Crossfire makes the move on corner flick, so he's up into P2. Oh, and who's... Daniel Chalawate. What has happened? Daniel Chalawate is spun, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, I do not know what's happened there. And he's down into second last place. Wow. So, not a good race from Daniel Chalawate at all. 3-second time penalty for Crossfire. For multiple warnings. And looks like Carnifex actually coming up here on Crossfire. Is he going to make that move? No, he isn't, as Crossfire just defending it. And Copacabana also coming up here on Mark of Kenya. I wonder if he's going to do a little dive bomb here. No, he isn't. Copacabana. Spicy Llama gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So a lot of the lads getting penalties here. DRS enabled now again, and wonder if Copacabana can make this move on. Who was it? Mark of Kenya. Who are we looking out for here? Carniflix still within reach of, as actually he does get a bit of time drop there. Who's that making the move? Is that Crossfire trying to make the move? Oh, Porsche dude. Oh, Porsche dude goes absolutely wide. He goes on the grass. Oh, hoo-hoo. And I think that's just going to put him down to P3. That's a massive mistake there from Porsche dude. Looks like some Marine got rammed, unfortunately, by someone. He's telling me here in DMs. Unlucky for him. And Carnifex got a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. That was not each other. Was he getting a penalty there also? Luke Fainer's got a penalty now for multiple warnings. Mark of Kenya lining up the move now on Copacabana. Side by side, and he turns in on me, says Marine, involving that incident. And it looks like Colin here trying to make the move on Kylis. Could be very impressed with Colin. He did get points last week, I think. Fastest lap 128.4 for Daniel Chalawate in that Red Bull. Looks like Copacabana closing in on Portuguese also. Copacabana also getting a time penalty. 3 seconds there earlier on in the race. Spicy Llama also lining a move up on Duzalk, getting very close to him. Colin still within reach of Kylis, and Kyla actually got a 3-second time penalty. Colin's still trying to... Oh, Spicy Llama here getting very close now to Duzalk. In through Maggots and Beckett's. And Crossfire's got a 3-second time penalty and multiple warnings. Oh, this could work in Portuguese's favour if you can just stick it around Cornflakes and Crossfire by the end of the race. So, yeah, and it looks like it's an incident involving Duzalk between Marine and... Oh, Cornflakes here, all over the backup now, Crossfire. Don't know what's happening there, as we get a better image there. 16 laps to go now. Strugod, Scott 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. That's not going to help him at all, as he's in last place currently. Oh, Mark actually, sorry, Mark Kenya turned in on Marine. And looks like Daniel Chalawate's made the move on Kyle. That puts him into P9 now. And looks like Cornflakes here has made the move on Crossfire. Daniel Chalawate also making the move on Luke Flano. So Daniel Chalawate going very, very... Oh, what's the story here with Crossfire? Oh, what is happening here with Crossfire? He's going down the pecking order very, very quickly. Crossfire also doing a 127, but he's in 5th place now. And Duzalk getting a 3-second time penalty. Also Spicy Llama, I think, also getting a 3-second. These two really having a bit of an argy-bargy. And it looks like that Haas is trying to get... Oh, that is actually Duzalk, sorry. Trying to... I don't know, he's involved there with Spicy Llama and Crossfire. And Luke Flano, kind of in and around Daniel Chalawate now, getting very close to him. As Daniel Chalawate makes the move on Crossfire, so I have no clue what's happening here with Crossfire. I think he must have disconnected or something, because he is going very, very slow. And don't know what's happened there. So sadly Crossfire is going down the pecking order just a tiny bit. Or he's actually going very, very fastly down. Copacabana here now trying to make the move on Marco Kenya. And he's getting very close in on him. Look at these four there on that start-finish straight. Very, very close. Connie gets a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings. Copacabana coming in very close in on Marco Kenya. Look at that. Copacabana, Spicy Llama, Duzalk. Daniel Chalawate 2 seconds behind also. So them three kind of fighting over P3. I can see Daniel Chalawate kind of closing in a couple of laps time. But Copacabana still getting very close towards Mark Kenya. And is he going to make the move? Looks like he's trying to just get... And is he going to make the move? It's just getting very, very close there. Just can't seem to do it. just yet. We go through, and Daniel Chalawase gets a 3-second time penalty there, multiple warnings. Still over the back of him there, Copacabana. Still can't seem to make the move. Let's see if he goes on the inside. And looks like he's more, just very close indeed. Kyler making the move on Luke Flano also. So look at this, Pushy Dude and Kyler Flicks all over the back of each other. Look at these. Let's actually go on board here with Pushy Dude. Kyler Flicks defending for his dearie life. Look at that, Kyler Flicks on 12 laps, sauce. I think it's about time you come in, buddy, but look at this, all these 4 battling, 5 battling for P1. Going to be very interesting at the end if these 5 can, you know, stick it around each other. Pushy Dude coming up very close towards Cornflakes now. And Cornflakes makes the move on Colin, and Colin drops out of the points position now. And look at these 5. Oh my days, look how close they are within each other. Look at that, and who's that going off there? That looks like Duzelk. I don't know whether that was Duzelk. He's lost a bit of time there. And there's a yellow flag, sector 2. That looks like a Red Bull off. I think that's Daniel Chalawase. Yes, he's on the grass. This has just been a terrible race from Daniel Chalawase. Not his finest performance at all. It looks like Mark Kenya, or Cornflakes, sorry, going into the pits. Sector 2, yellow flag. That looks like a Williams, I think. Williams or Mercedes. It's been cleared up now. And yes, Luke Flano, Mark Kenya, Colin back into P9. Danny Chalawase got a 5-second time penalty now for speeding in the pit lane. This is just going bad to worse. I wonder if he's actually retiring in the pits. We'll wait and see. Copacabana also in P1 now, on fresher tyres, on the mediums. Pucci Dude in second, speed on those tyres away from the start. Cornflakes makes the move on Mark Kenya now, so that's interesting to see. Mark Kenya actually nowhere near from where he started at the race. And it looks like that gap between those 5 has kind of decreased, as I think it was. Cornflakes going into the pits, and look at that, Daniel Chalawase down in P12. That is not a sight we are all familiar with, but look at these two, Spicy Llama and Pushy Dude, battling away, and looks like Marine has left the session there. Look at these, look at Spicy Llama going into P2 now. Very good indeed. Good work there from Spicy Lamb and Pushy Dude for keeping that clean. Pushy Dude still battling away. Gee, Duzelk makes the move on Pushy Dude. Bit of contact there between Pushy Dude and Duzelk. Cornflakes got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We are nearly here with 10 laps to go. Struggle or Cornflakes making the move now on Struggle God. So Cornflakes back up into the points now. And it looks like Colin preparing to make that move on Mark Kenya. His racecraft has really improved. Luca Flay now getting very close now to Kylis. And Daniel Chalawate has left the session, so he has DNF'd. Marine and Daniel Chalawate normally kind of like favourites to win these races, but both of them have crashed out, and Punchy Dude has gone into the pits. That puts Luke Flano and Kyle up one position. Ten laps to go now. Struggle God making the move. Or sorry, Struggle God actually goes into a points position there. So it looks like Luke Flano now lining the move up on Kylis. And Colin actually makes the move on Mark Kenya now. So Mark Kenya struggling, or don't know if he's struggling on that compound, but I don't know what's happening now. Duzok now closing in on Spicy Llama for P2, and Strugod has got another 3-second time penalty and multiple warnings. And looks like Cornflakes has made the move on Kylis, and Mark Kenya, I don't know what's happening with him. Kylis puts himself up into the points now again. Colin makes the move on, and actually, I don't know what's happening here with Mark Kenya, but he seems to be really struggling on those compounds. Kind of goes into the pits. Looks like he's going on to another pair of softs, so those could probably go the rest of the way. We've got about 9 laps to go now, so and Carnifex makes, oh yeah, Carnifex, oh sorry, Kylis obviously in the pits, but Cornflakes now lining up that move, goes around the outside of Luke Flano, and he gets into P4. And Duzok really now all over the back of Spicy Llama here. Wonder to see what he can do. And Copacabana still in P1. We are currently now 8 laps to go, or no, 6, 9, sorry, maths are not my speciality, but looks like the grid is kind of settled down a bit there. Pushadu gets multiple warnings there. He's currently in P9. And Carnifex makes the move, or sorry, Kyla makes the move on Struggle God. Pushadu makes the move on Carnifex, so this is kind of a battle here going on at the moment. And there's a Sector 3 yellow flag. That looks like for an AlphaTauri. That looks like, I don't know who that is, but and Colin makes the move now on Lee Flano, and fast stop there from Puchdy, 127 flat. So I wonder if anyone else can steal him. He just went on to fresh pair of softs. Puchdy dig on. Can you put the pens on? I will indeed. There you go. And looks like Spicy Llama's got a massive time penalty there. 11 seconds. Copacabana has got 5. 3 seconds there for Duzok. So I see what happens here. I wonder if Cornflakes with Colin. Colin could be winning a chance of a podium. Potentially. And Spicy Llama there's got a 3 second time penalty. That's now 14 seconds worth of penalties. Wonder if these are really looking like the favourite now to be your race winner. Coppa can probably get his 5 seconds removed apparently, and look at this, Duzalk makes the move on Spicy Llama now, so and we've currently got 6 laps to go I think now, so looks like Diesel could be your race winner, but obviously Copa de Cabana puts that 5 seconds into the stewards. It could 100% change the fortunes of this race afterwards. Copacabana still your race leader, so and the grid is really kind of set up down here. Don't really know what to commentate now at the moment. And Colin in P5 actually, so that's a great result for him. And it looks like Spicy Llama's also closing in on Duzalk. And still got corner flicks there, so and this is sector 2, sector 3 yellow flag, looks like free, and actually it's cleared up so it doesn't matter. I think Duzalk will be your... Oh, and Luke Flair makes the move on Stroll God. And we are now 2 laps to go. And there's a sector 2 yellow flag. That looks like free. Oh, Cornflakes has gone crashing out of this race. And I wonder if that's the virtual safety car. It looks like everything is still going smoothly. And it looks like it could be... It's actually tough to decide whether Copacabana or... And actually Spicy Llama is lining up that move on Duzalk. Oh, and you know what? Cornflakes could get... Cornflakes and Colin could actually get a podium here, depending on whether Cornflakes gets a penalty. And Spicy Llama. How's Duzalk typing? Oh, and Duzalk actually got a time penalty. This might be Copacabana's race to win now. And how the hell is Duzalk typing while racing? He's literally... Spicy Llama's all over the back of Duzalk here at the moment. We're now on lap 20. Actually, let's go on board with Copacabana. Very solid race indeed from him. Now into sector 2. So it looks like it is his race to win. Connor goes up into P7 there, overtakes Mark Kenny. Mark Kenny has had a dismal race, you do have to say. No penalties though, that's a positive. That might put him up a couple of positions. And Copacabana wins the great Britian Grand Prix. So well done to Copacabana for winning that race, and solid drive throughout. Diesel comes in P2. Cornflakes comes in P3. Colin with a very solid P5 there. Push dude P6, I think. And that is going to be the end of today's race. So we're actually just going to cap it off there for this week's race. And thank you all for joining in, and we'll see you for the next one. So goodbye.